Where the horizon bleeds onto dusty plains, a ghost town sleeps under cursed skies' rain. Whiskey bottles clink in the grip of the dead, echoes of betrayal where false vows were said. Wind carries whispers, a train's mournful cry. Beneath the black sun, only shadows dare to fly. Gone with the black sun, under shadow I roam, chasing echoes of a love, now a memory flown. In this land forsaken, where the silence confess, my heart beats a dirge in the deep wilderness. She was a flicker of light, swift to ignite in a chapel of dreams, set the world alright. But the flames rose wild, ate through sacred walls. Her laughter turned to ash when darkness called. Through the smoke she vanished, left nothing behind, only a specter of desire and a man resigned. Gone with the black sun, on his curse I dwell, haunted by a fire and the tolling of the bell. Here in this void amid the dust and the rust, my soul is a shadow trailing the lost. I face the devil at the crossroads at midnight strike, handed him my sorrow for a chance to rewrite. But vengeance is a journey on a road with no end. With every step taken, more of me it rains. Gone with the black sun, with revenge my silent partner. I wander these barren lands, ever the lone charter, to the ends of the earth under sky so stern. For her the lost love, forever I yearn. So here's to the outlaws with hearts turned to stone. May the black sun guide you through the deserts you roam. There in the vast and whispering Badlands under a blood-red sky, once stood a town with hope like a heartbeat, for the truth's turned to lies. Whiskey bottles lay empty on doorsteps, each one a story untold, of dreams gone dry under dust storms cover and secrets dark and cold. Buried deep in the shadows, where the lost souls weep, the winds sing of sorrow where the secrets keep. Beneath the moon's pale watch, oh ghosts they roam. In the silence of the desert I made my curse to home. I loved a girl with eyes like wildfire, heart wild as the shifting sands. She vanished like smoke from a burnt-out church, slipped right through my hand. In the night I hear the train's lonely whistle, mocking me with its cry, as it rolls past forgotten graves under that endless starlit sky. Buried deep in the shadows where the old loves die, the wind speaking riddles beneath the vast dark sky. With each whispering echo, my restless heart roams. In the silence of the desert, I find my ghostly home. On a night when the storm tears the silence and the past refuses to sleep, I face the curse of this barren land where the wounds cut too deep. There at last stood the truth by the cold light of the dawn. She was a mirage of the desert, a memory forever gone. I'm just a shadow where no light seeps, with the dust as my blanket and the earth so steep. Let my sins be buried in this silent, forsaken lone. In the heart of the desert I accept this ghostly home, forever buried in the shadows under skies so wide and dome. Beneath the curse of a blood-red sky, the ghost town whispers low and shy. Dust devils dance where dreams did die, among forgotten graves and lovers' lies. Whiskey bottle at my side, echoes of a train, sad cry. Every track leads but to where even the brave don't dare to pry. I'm dancing with a silent grave, where shadows rule and winds misbehave. Lost souls waltz in the moon's dim light. In this haunted desert I roam through the night. Revenge is a partner holding tight, as we dance, dance away the plight. Once loved a girl with fire in her gaze. In that old church we dream of days, but betrayal's knife laid our hopes to waste. Her vows burned down in a hellish blaze. Now every whisper in the sand brings her laughter close at hand. Yet here I stand, a gun cold in my trembling hand, dancing with a silent grave under stars that no prayer can save. Her ghost, it twirls alone and slight in the desert's heart, away from the light. My vengeance, a quiet serpent's bite, as I dance, dance into the endless night. Oh, the mirror of the night so vast reveals the truth of shadows cast. No bullet or tear can change the past. dance with death, a folly at last, or redemption's path, wide and vast. Trace at peace with the ghosts I've come to face. Here I'll stay in this silent, forsaken place.
Beneath the sliver of a hunter's moon, shadows stretch long over cracked earth and the bones of a town gone wrong. Whiskey bottle clutched in the grip of a trembling hand. Midnight in the desert wind, where the cursed land stands. Oh, how the night cries out in silence so grim. Ghostly whispers dance with the desert wind. Memories haunt me like the train's lonely hymn. Midnight calls me to sins long dim. There's a story etched in the dust of an old church door about a love betrayed and a vow to settle the score. In the heart of the night, where lost promises lay, a lover's deceit and the price one must pay. Oh, the desert knows my heart, the secrets it's kept, the nights I've roamed, the tears I've wept. In the whispering wind is a promise yet. Midnight in the desert, never to forget. By the light of a fire that burns ever low, I face the ghost of the man I used to know. In the mirror of time, my faded eyes see the depth of the pain, the cost of being free. So I'll ride through the night under starlight so thin, with the echoes of my past and the roar of the wind. Let the desert take what's left of my sin. Midnight's redemption, where end and begin. And the moon hangs heavy, a witness old and wise to the tales of the desert under infinite skies.
In the shadow of the valley, where the sun forgets to shine, lies a town too rough for devils, soaked in blood red as the wine. Whiskey bottles line the barroom where lost souls come to stand, and ghostly whispers fill the night air beneath the cursed and barren land. Underneath the moon so hollow, silent screams begin to rise as the dust storms claim tomorrow, masking stars from haunted skies. There's no redemption, only sorrow in this God-forsaken sand. Life and death both share a secret here beneath the cursed land. Once a lover sweet as summer fell to darkness deep and wide. Her betrayal like no other took my peace with her lies. In the churchyard by the river, burning embers told of plans to leave me shackled by her memory, scarred beneath the cursed land. Underneath the moon so hollow, silent screams begin to rise as the dust storms claim tomorrow, masking stars from haunted skies. Love's a ghost I'll always follow through this dry forsaken sand. My heart is empty as the bottles here beneath the cursed land. Train whistle moans a mournful tune across the way so wide and far, each note a spike within my heart. Beneath the dim and distant stars, the wind it carries both our tales of dreams that turn to drifting sands. No more to roll my face, my fate, with bloodied heart and gun in hand. Revenge and mercy hard to swallow, either way it's never right. Forgotten graves bear silent witness to the justice I demand. I find some peace amidst the darkness here beneath the cursed land.
Echoes from the burning barn, down where the sagebrush meets the blood-red sky. There's a barn that burned under the raven's cry. Whiskey bottles lay scattered with the ash. Each ember tells a tale of love and a backstab clash. Echoes from the burning barn, they call out in the night, singing songs of what's been done in the pale moonlight. A heart torn apart by deceit and a lying tongue. Now all that's left is the shadows and the songs unsung. It all started in a ghost town under a silent star. She
was like a desert rose, wild from afar. But the preacher's son had a devil in his eye, promised her the world, gave her the lie. Train whistle blew a mournful sound when he broke her heart. She watched from the dusty ground as her world fell apart. Echoes from the burning barn haunt the desert wind, a tale of a love so cruel and a sin wrapped in sin. The desert knows her pain, the storms are desperate cries underneath the endless sky. Even the truth died. Tear-stained notes stood inside the flames, her sorrow in the smoke. Faced the man who turned her heart into a cursed land. In the blaze she found her peace, revolver in her hand. Echoes from the burning barn, now quiet in their rage. She found her revenge in the fire she did engage. As the dawn breaks clear over lands that God forgot, only scorched earth remains and a love that time will not. In the shadow of a valley where the cold winds sigh, dead man's past 'neath the soulless hollow sky. Distant whistle splits the silence, sorrow's melody. Whiskey breath and dusty boots keep the company. There's no mercy in the hollow sky, only ghostly clouds that pass on by. In this land where broken spirits fly, no prayers left, just the raven's cry. By the embers of a church where once sweet hymns did flow, finds a locket in the ashes and the loving face he knows. Was a time her laughter filled his sundown dreams. Now just smoke and silence stitch up the seams. No mercy in the hollow sky, just the echo of the last goodbye. Curse the heart that dared to roam, lost the light on the way back home. Thunder rolls over plains once kissed by rain, reckons with the ghost of her shackled in pain. Beneath the starless cloak, by the twisted old oak, swears vengeance on the night the fire awoke. Ain't no mercy in the hollow sky, or where the old gods and the lost ones lie. With every step on this forsaken his scars.
Out where the whistle cuts the silence of the ghost town sleep, I walk with shadows, my boots, stirring secrets that the dust keeps. Whiskey breath, old leather, echoes of cries beneath the moon. Each step a story, a lover's dance turned to a traitor's tune. Blood on the dusty boots, red as the desert sun fading. Lost souls wandering in cursed lands, forever waiting. A kiss, a betrayal, scar left burning deep. Blood on the dusty boots, secrets the shadows keep. Church long since forsaken, her love was a promise till I found the vows were taken. Under the veil of night, her whispers traded for a silver light. Ghost of her touch haunts me as lonesome train whistles cry. Blood on the dusty boots, paving paths I've roamed through silent deserts and forgotten graves I've combed. A heart's wound of vengeance beneath stars that weep. Blood on the dusty boots, the price the night does reap. In the eye of the dust storm, I face the heart that deceived. Her shadow in the doorway with the truth up her sleeve. Bullets through the silence like thunder breaking through. What's done in the darkness comes to light in the morning hue. Blood on the dusty boots, now mingled with the earth so cold. A tale of love and vengeance in the winds forever told. Through the valley of the damned to the end I'll ride. Blood on the dusty boots, my spirit won't abide.
Each riff of the guitar cries the sorrows of a past that's etched into the land, where every grain of sand knows the weight of a broken man. Under a sickle moon's haunted glow, through the whispers of sand and Jericho, rolls a midnight train, steel cold and span past burning churches where the sinners repent. The whistle moans a ghost sorrowful tale over whiskey-soaked tracks and a blood-red trail. Dance, dance, the midnight train walks in the dust storm's embrace where the lost souls are tossed. Turn, turn under starless decree to the tune of revenge and the cries of the free. She
She was a vision by the lantern's dim flare, in a ghost town saloon with night in her hair. Promised forever by the light of the moon, but her heart was a traitor, left me marooned. Found her tracks by the edge of the graves, where the damned whisper secrets to the winds of the brave. Dance, dance, the midnight train walks with shadows of the past through time's harsh assaults. Turn, turn with a tear and a scream, in a dance of despair on this cursed desert dream. On the midnight train, I face her ghost by the haunted tracks. We share a toast, her betrayals echo in the canyon's deep yawn. Under the blood moon, I'm finally drawn. The revolver's cold kiss, the last waltz command. I'll reclaim my heart in this forsaken land. Dance, dance, the midnight train walks, where love's a mirage and all hope is lost. Turn, turn, let the past bullets fly, for in this final dance, it's do or die. The midnight train cries out my pain, a lone whistle fading in the desert rain. Out in the valley where the dead trees whisper, dust rolls through like a lonesome drifter. Moon hangs low, painting shadows on bones. Ghost town echoes with forgotten moans. Old saloons creaking, wind's got it speaking of a love once fierce. Now it's just remnants leaking. Whiskey bottle lay shattered, a testament of night, when love turned to betrayal under faint starlight. Lost love and smoke in the air, all is broke. Haunted by the whispers, the promises we spoke. The desert knows my pain with its cursed refrain, burning like the church where nothing remains. There's a tale of a woman with eyes like stormy skies, led me stray with her sweet, deceiving lies. In the back room of the chapel, she swore her heart by dawn's light. Her truth tore mine apart. Through the silence of the prairie, train whistles cry, a soundtrack to the day my heart did die. Left me with the echoes of what used to be, a haunted shell of love gone like smoke on the breeze. Lost love and smoke under a blackened oak, echoes of the fire where all my dreams choke. The wind sings of despair with its chilling affair. In the ashes of the church I find her glare. On this cursed land I stand with a gun in my hand, facing the ghost of the past that I can barely withstand. She's a mirage in the night, a painful burning sight. In the dust storm's heart I prepare for the fight. Love and smoke, the past I evoke. This ghost town bears witness to the heart she broke. No more chains in the silent desert rains. In the fading embers glow, I release my pain. Lost love and smoke, let the spirits revoke this outlaw soul from a final cruel joke. As the desert stars peak, in solitude I seek the strength to forgive as the memories leak.
There's a trail that cuts through the heart of the dust, where the wind whispers secrets in a ghostly hush. Broken bottles tell tales of the dreams that died on the shadow of a church with its cross burned wide. Riding through the lonely road, whiskey on my breath, every mile a memory of love, betrayal, and death. The desert's heart is beating beneath the cursed moon's glow. On this road I ride alone, where the lost roam. Once loved a girl with fire in her autumn eyes, promised her forever under sapphire skies. It found her heart was stolen by a drifter's song, left me with the echoes where my trust went wrong. Riding through the lonely road, whiskey numbing the pain. Each town a ghostly whisper, each loss a link in my chain. The stars are silent witnesses to the rage I've stowed on this path of vengeance, on this endless road. In a dusty canyon, I face the man in black. Echoes of the past like a train upon the track. His draw was quick, but my revenge was quicker. The gunshot rang, but the pain just got thicker. Now I'm riding through the lonely road with blood on my hands, a heart too weary to forgive in these forsaken lands. This road will be my dame, my tomb beneath the sky so broad. Just a nameless rider on the lonely road. With every ghost town past, I shed a piece of my old life. In the silence of the desert, I find my strife. Yet this road I ride, it knows my every woe. A companion in shadows on this lonely road.
In the shadow of the moon, where the dead cacti stand, lies a valley veiled in dust known as the cursed land. Whiskey bottles clinking in the grip of ghostly hands. Train whistle on a tune that only the lost can understand. Midnight strikes like a solemn bell. In this haunted haven we dance with hell. Echoes of the trade under despair. Revenge stirs the dust where the dark secrets dwell. a fading town with a church painted in ash. Once alive with a love, now succumbed to a backstabber slash. Silent streets tell tales of a paradise crash. Last prayers whispered, faith cruelly dashed. Midnight strikes, the past unfurls. Among the rubble, the smoke still curls. The wind sings sorrow to the ghostly girls. In their eyes, the flame of vengeance swirls. Here I stand at the edge of despair, facing the ghosts of those who once cared. The truth is sharp as the cold night air. Revenge or forgive, a choice laid bare. Midnight in the cursed land, a tale of dust and bone, where every forgotten grave is a story eternally alone. I choose the path of the weary, let my sins atone. In the cursed silence, I embrace the unknown.
In a ghost town where the shadows play, dust rolls where the children used to lay. Whiskey bottles lie in the silent sands, emptied by the touch of trembling hands. A train whistle moans in the distant gloom, calling out like an old forgotten tune. Buried deep in the outlaw heart, love and venom play their part. Underneath the cursed moon's light lies a tale of wrath and blight. The wind whispers secrets hard and tall, buried deep in the outlaw heart. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, promises made under starlit skies. But betrayal came on a hellbound steed, left my heart to break and bleed. In the church where we once prayed, flames licked the walls where our vows lay. Buried deep in the outlaw heart, echoes of a love torn apart. Beneath the scorn of heaven's charm, revenge stirs up the dust so dark. The past won't let the present stop, buried deep in the outlaw heart. Now face to face with ghostly fates, in the ruins of my hate I wait. A showdown with my soul's regret.
the outlaw heart. Buried deep in the outlaw heart, forgiveness is a dying art. With every beat away I part from the love that turned to depart. In the silence I accept my part, buried deep in the outlaw heart. Under blood moon's watchful eye, the desert breeze a curse sigh. Whiskey bottles lay empty, tossed aside in ghost town dust. A midnight train moans a lonesome tune, echoes off the silent dunes. Through barred window shadows flicker in rusted trust. Midnight train and smoke, one tracks through lands unspoke. Whistles cut the thick night air, a song of despair, and carrying souls too broke, riding past hopes they choke, bound by the secrets they bear in the cold desert flare. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes in a chapel under starlit skies. Promises made, sealed with a kiss beneath the old oak shade. That love burned down like the church we found, ashes scattered on holy ground. Her betrayal, a knife's sharp blade, in shadows betrayed. Midnight train and smoke, tracks veiled by lies we spoke. Whistles mourn a love that's torn beneath the scorn. Hearts draped in sorrow's cloak, through cursed lands they poke, fleeing from a past reborn in the silent desert's mourn. In the hush of night, by the pale moonlight, I face my ghostly fears. Her whisper in the breeze across the barren trees brings a gunslinger's tears. Revenge a bitter quest at my weary chest, a badge of years worn thin. With each town I pass through, my resolve to pursue stirs the storm within. Midnight train and smoke, on this path forever yoked. Whistles cry my faded plea through lands that won't let be. Each puff a vengeful stroke, neath the yoke of what she broke. Riding toward my destiny, where spirits are set free.
Out where the wind whispers tales of betrayal, under the shadow of a blood-red moon, stands a lone figure by the track's frail, humming a sad, forsaken tune. Whiskey bottles lay buried in sand, next to the ruins of a burnt-out church. This cursed land's tied to a ghostly hand on a heartbroken lover's endless search. In the ashes of the devil's deal, where lost souls wander and kneel, lies the story of a love that died beneath the stars of a silent desert sky. By the light of a dying fire's glow, he recalls her laughter mingled with sin. A dusty storm swept her away slow, leaving trails of a might have been. A whispered promise turned to scream in a ghost town where their dreams fell apart. Every dusk is a broken dreamer's dream in the graveyard of his once hopeful heart. In the ashes of the devil's deal, where silence whispers try to heal, echoes of a love that turned to cry under the haunting endless desert sky. Dust, he faced his fears, a revolver's truth at the devil's ear. Betrayal's cost was steep and clear in the echo of a distant train's jeer. In the ashes of the devil's deal, he found the strength to finally feel no more shadow, he stands revealed as the dawn breaks over cursed fields. Now the desert holds his tale, a ballad song where the brave fail. In the cold light truths prevail, in the ashes he broke the spell.
Out in the hush of the dusk-ridden plains, where the wind whispers secrets in old sacred strains, a ghost town awaits under moon's mournful gaze. Forgotten wood creaking in the sun's dying blaze, dance the whiskey waltz under starlit skies, spin with shadows of the past where the true heart lies. Bottles clink like bells for the souls lost at dawn, each step a story of what's gone, what's gone. Once loved a maiden with fire in her eyes, in a chapel of dreams we exchanged hopeful lies. But the devil called my name with a sinister smile, led me down the path of the damned and vile. Dance the whiskey waltz, feel the pain embrace, ghosts glide over the ground where we once had grace. The night air fills with the cries of the scorn, echoes of the vows that were sworn. Were sworn. In the silence of the desert, I face my old fears. The echoes of the train like scream in my ears. A reckoning comes as the church burns to ash, through whiskey-soaked memories and a cold silver flash. Dance the whiskey waltz with revenge or remorse on cursed lands where each step is a force. Let the dust take my sins where the old church bell tolled in the dance of the night. Dark and bold, dark and bold. Verse and chorus melts into the next, like a haunted melody played by the winds of the west, telling a tale of love, betrayal, and redemption amidst the backdrop of a forsaken ghost town. In the shadow of the valley where the cold winds moan, lies a town forgotten, left with bones and stone. Beneath a sky of iron, under whispers of past debts, by the creek a silent weeping, a rusted locket rests. Where the rusted locket waits, there's a tale too hard to speak, of a love lost in the shadows of a vengeance blood deep. Whiskey bottles lay buried in a field of dying flames, each sip a bitter memory, each nightfall whispers her name. Underneath the steeple of a church that burned to ash, a preacher man once told me, son, all love is bound to crash. With a pocket full of bullets and a heart full of rage, I searched the ghostly railroads, turned each cursed page. Where the rusted locket waits, under dust storms rolling wild, lies a story of betrayal, thick as blood forever filed. Train whistles cry through nightfall over graves no cross can claim, echoing the shouting, echoing her name. Silent deserts, by a stone unturned, I faced the man who wronged me where the deepest hatred burned. Guns drawn at high noon, only one would walk away, a locket in the dust as night reclaimed the day. Now where the rusted locket waits, a spirit's kept inside, bound by cords of sorrow, in these winds she'll always ride. A town that time's forgotten, but some memories never fade. In the whisper of the valley, they remember Adelaide. So in the shadow of the valley, let the whiskey pour once more. Raise a glass to love and vengeance, to the peace we're fighting for. And if you find that rusted locket, let it lie, let it wait. For every heart that's broken has a love it can't replace.
Out where the whistle cuts the silence, beneath the shadow of the dying sun, stands a ghost town, tales untethered under the curse of what's been done. Whiskey bottles lay in dust, footprints vanish, trust to rust. No mercy in the desert wind, it howls, your sins can't hide from them. Echoes of the past ring loud in abandoned streets under thunder clouds. No mercy where the heart once stayed. Only shadows move where we once laid. There was love beneath these big old skies till betrayal sent it to its grave. Night's cold arms embrace my sorrow beside the church where we once prayed. A train cries out like a mournful ghost along these tracks my pain holds. No mercy in the desert wind, cries like the saints who witness sin. Memories bleed as they spin in the silent town, edged by dim. No mercy, just the echo of your name carved next to mine in the wooden frame. I face the dawn with my shadow long across the sand where I felt wrong. The mirror of the sky, stark and wide, showed me the place where my demons hide. In the eye of the storm or the calm of the quake, I found my heart too shattered to break. No mercy in the desert wind, I walk alone where our dreams had been. In the dust your laughter whispers across the forsaken land that shivers. No mercy, yet I stand revenge unspun. In the quiet dust, I'm the haunted one, and the desert knows, it always knows. No mercy in the wind that blows.
Out where the hollow winds whisper sins, past the chapel where the fire took the saints. There's a trail lit by the ghost of a lantern's glow, where whiskey bottles mark a path only the cursed know. Each step a memory, each shadow a tale of woe. Where the lantern path waits, so do the bones of fate. Under the moon's cold watch lies a story unspoken. The cries of the night, they know my name. Lost love's echo and the winds that never wane. The dust remembers a stride of forsaken boots through silent towns with boarded saloons. There's a flame that burns in a lover's scorn, and a man with a heart from which all warmth is shorn. Promises like tumbleweeds, gone as soon as they're sworn. Where the lantern path waits, silent gates, past forgotten graves, where the love once bloomed.
dust of dreams decay on cursed lands where we once prayed. In the valley of shadows I met my fears, face to face with the years and the salt of my tears. A showdown with the ghost in my mind, where the past and present are cruelly entwined. I reach for my gun as the night resigns. Where the lantern path waits, I settle my scores with the ghost of my love and the wars of my remorse. The stars witness my sins in this desolate expanse. I walk alone, gave the devil his dance on the lantern path. There's nothing left but to advance.
In the shadow of a burned out church, under a blood-red sky, I found an old whiskey bottle, throwing dust in my eyes. The ghost town whispers secrets in the chill of the desert night. Train whistle moaning distance, like a soul not yet in flight. Echoes from the whiskey, singing sorrow and sin. Tales of a man forsaken by what might have been. Each drop of memory, each glass of gray, lost love and vengeance, no one could say. Crossed by a lover with eyes like the stormy sea, she left with my heart under that old hanging tree. Promises shattered like glass in a barren street. Now every bottle's a message from a past I can't defeat. Echoes from the whiskey haunt my broken dreams. Whispers of a cursed land and silent screams, drowning in the shadows of what used to be. This bottle holds the last of me. In the grip of the night, I face down my fears. The wind carries voices of all those lost years. A reckoning's coming like a storm on the rise. No more running from the truth in my eyes. Echoes from the whiskey guide me to the depth of a soul haunted by its own decisions and the harshness of the desert's unforgiving memories.